Welcome back, YouTube. Jason here, Jam Chicagaolands Cichlids Fish Room Showroom located here in Morris, Illinois, with a quick update video. We're going to touch on a couple things we changed out, show you a couple new breeding groups, and a couple reviews and stuff that we use here in the fish room. First off, we swapped out our air pump. We got some more tanks going in service, and we're starting to run short on air. So we had this Eco Plus Commercial Air 3. Got this guy from Ken's when we first started up the fish room. It was still holding its own, but we really had to start pinching back on some of the ones that were running a little bit harder to get air to the other ones. So what we did is we swapped it out. We had a Eco Plus 5 as our backup. Got that thing going now, and we got plenty of air. So this guy here is like, I think it's $52.95 through Ken's. The one we got running now is around $69. So, cheap air pump. This guy here only uses 35 watts of power an hour, so very efficient. I believe the 5 uses 80 watts an hour. So what we did, I'll show you in a minute here. We got rid of a couple of hang on the backs, and we're using all our sponge filters in the whole room now. So let's go over here. We're gonna look at some gang valves, one inlet, multiple outlets. Why are we using these? We built the fish room. We didn't think about breeder boxes. We never even knew about them, and all our tumblers that we use. So we kind of ran out of the little air valves in our airline. See, every one of those is taken up there. No big deal. These guys work great. I'm not doing advertisement for Ken's, but we use them pretty exclusively. We got the best prices, free shipping. Plus we got 10% off our last order. It was a Mother's Day thing. So this guy here, compared to this guy, ultra air control valve. Not sure where I got that when I was using it. Didn't have the adjustments, no real fine adjustments once you got down to being pretty much from being off to on. There's no fine controller. With this AccuAir, you get the needle that goes down and plugs it off. Works really well. You can adjust that thing to barely crack it open, get a little bit of airflow, or crank it all the way open and get all kinds of airflow. We're using this for our set of tumblers on tank number 20 now. I'll show you here in a little bit. So definitely recommend these. Ultra. I do not recommend. Like I say, I don't even remember where I got the thing. But we're on the table here. This is what we use for our water conditioner for water changes. I got a gallon of this, last order from Ken's. 27 bucks. And if you look on there, that treats 76,000 gallons of water. So goes far. It's really diluted. It's all we've been using pretty much since we started the fish room. And a lot of people use Prime or the powder form of Safe, but we're happy with this. We're going to stick with this for a while. It's already pre-mixed. We got our little syringes we put it in the tanks with as we're filling. Highly recommend the gallon size for anyone with a fish room. We're using the 16 ouncers before, and just going through them too quick. So went to the gallon. Say it was $27, 10% off. You know, I got this for like 25 bucks for 76,000 gallons of water. So we're talking about the air system a little bit, and we're using more watts for our air pump now. Definitely putting out enough air. We got rid of the bio wheels we had hanging on tanks number 1 and 2. You see they're gone, and we added a second sponge in each one. These are both 75-gallon tanks. This filter media for the bio wheels with the amount of fish we got in there, it was every 2 weeks I was having to change them out or trying to clean them, and it was just a hassle. They're expensive to buy. Wasn't very efficient, as we're trying to run an efficient fish room. So we got the air system, got the big air pump going. I'm going with all sponge filters. That's the only thing that's in this whole fish room is sponge filters. Very easy to maintain. We clean them out, squeeze them like once a month. So, see a mosey around here, and I don't know if you guys seen this guy. We put a breeder box on tank number 2 down there, as we're always in need of breeder boxes with all the fry we're getting. Not much new with the 125. Moved some fish around, sold a couple fish out of there. Not very heavily stocked, but got about a dozen fish in there. 520 longs up top there. While we're on that, let's look at our new breeding group. Chiclids. Let's see, get that breeder male right here. Of course he's gonna hide. Light ain't the greatest on these tanks. We're just getting the light from the ceiling lights. These guys are full grown. Got 2 males, 3 females in there. Just picked these guys up. So that's our new breeding group of Chiclids. While we're on breeding groups, let's scroll over to here. We got some red top Luandas. These are F1s. Not quite breeding size yet. And of course our male's gonna hide. We got 2 males in there and 6 females. Just gonna grow them out. The young male is showing very nice color if he comes out, but one of our new groups, red top Luanda peacocks. That's a subdominant male there. Here comes the dominant male back there. Of course they like to hide. So around this tank, got some tumblers going in this tank, and we were talking about the air valves earlier. That's how we got it set up for this tank right here. Throw another, just got to add the line and put another tumbler in there. Of course, all our tumblers are homemade. Okay, let's continue out with breeding groups. Bicolor 500s. 2 males in there, 5 females. They are breeding size. They're just a known breeding group. They're fairly new to the tank, about a week and a half, so hopefully we see some action here going in the next couple weeks. So we're expanding our peacocks. We added Luandas, these bicolors. I'll show you some more stuff that we picked up. Eureka red male. Okay, let's go over to here. Tank full of albino ruby reds, and we got some standard ruby reds in there. We got 2 young males starting to show color. Probably gonna grow these guys out, sell off we don't need, and get a breeding group out of them. Probably do both the standards and the albinos, or just mix them. Not quite sure. It's gonna let them grow out for now. So that's another new addition to the room. Along with, we got a big tank of bristlenose plecos, all different sizes. Some albinos, some standards, some 1/2 inch to 2 inch, all over the place. That decoration in the middle there, that fake rock, was filthy from our Nairi tank. Throw it in there, free food, self-cleaning. Nice little tank here. Number 39, we'll be filling that tank up here probably within the next couple weeks. The one tank that we move your fish into before we ship them. You know, we separate them out from their tank so we can let them fast for a couple days. That's we're going to use tank number 39 for here shortly. So, because tank number 18 we used to use right here. We got a bunch of some more red top Luandas. We're growing these guys out. These guys will be for sale. Maybe keep an extra female or 2 and throw in our breeding tank. Let's see if we can see some here. We picked up some Eureka Red. These are a couple young males in there. You can see about 2.5 inches. Picked a lot of these fish up. TMG out of Lincoln, Illinois. Mike. They shut down their breeding operation, and went down there and bought some breeding groups off them. Just some fish he was growing out. He's a good guy. If you missed in a hobby, he had good prices. Very knowledgeable guy. Unfortunately, they had to shut down. So, what else is new? Tanks number 27 and 28. We used to have 220 longs there. Converted these guys over to 29s just to give the breeding groups more room. It's our group of Chipokes. And over to the male side now. Next to it are Hollow Reefs. There's our breeding male. He did spawn once, and female's holding the eggs, and he didn't leave her alone. Ended up killing her. So he's very aggressive. I'm looking to get more females for this group here. I think I only got 4 in there right now. I want to get about 9. He's an aggressive little guy. That's really it with the update. We're going to be filling these 40s here real soon. 55 on this side. So I wanted to move these Eurekas we got up here. That's a pretty stock full of tank full of Eurekas in that 20 long. I want to get them in a 55 or a 40 and start growing out a little bit faster. We do have some plans. Keep on saying we're done putting more tanks in here, but right where our little table is here, I figured out I can put 2 55s that I got up in the garage. I've got 4 20 longs. They'll go on top. And in the middle will be a table like that. I'm going to put a sheet of plywood there, and then I'll put about 6 5.5 gallons on there. But it'll give me a little bit of space to throw our food and work off it. We don't pack our fish in here. We got a separate room for packing fish. So this is really just a catch-all. But we do keep our water conditioner and doing water changes, stuff like that. So we plan on leaving us about a 2 foot by 2 foot area on that table, but that's in the future. We got to fill all these other tanks first. We're currently do water change in all the tanks in here right now about 4 hours. We get these other tanks full. We're gonna never want to make it longer than 1 day's worth of work. I don't want to be putting in more than 8 hours a week. I say this is a hobby, but we both work full time, so we're not trying to get huge. We're currently right now at 1,251 gallons in the fish room. That's counting the 40s that ain't filled down there, but we'll be adding another 150. We'll be around 1,400 gallons total once we're done. That's going to be it. We're going to give you a quality fish. We'll have a little bit of variety. I'm not sure the number of breeding groups we got now, but we're not going to be huge. And a lot of people get in this and just want to keep growing and growing. This is a hobby for us. We're going to keep it small enough where we can work down here, get our water changes done in less than a day. That way we're not messing around 2-3 days a week. Come down here, feed them, move fish around, takes a while. So just want to get over our heads. So we'll leave it off there. We'll do another video here shortly of available fish. We do have a lot of fish that are ready to go right now. We need to move some. Good time of the year to ship. We've had 5 shipments go out the last couple weeks. So anytime, hit us up, Cichlids@gmail.com. We'll give you an updated list, prices. Remember guys, most of our shipping is $20. And if it's we go overnight, it might be a little bit more. But if you live in Illinois, St. Louis area, Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, we got a service over here. We can use Speedy Service, get you overnight shipments for $20. So that's a thought. Remember, whenever you email us for available fish, put your zip code in there. That way we can give you an accurate shipping cost. So when we reply back, give you our price list, we can give you our estimate for shipping too. So thanks for watching. I think we're currently at 590 subscribers. I said in the last video we're shooting for 1,000 by the end of the year. We're slowly climbing up. I've been a little short on videos here. Got a couple of our sons are in baseball right now. It's busy. It's a busy time of the year, summer. I don't want to be down here making videos all the time. I'll be out enjoying the weather, cutting grass, doing some stuff outside, riding bikes. So, again, till next video, which will be our available fish video. Thanks again. I'm Jason and Michelle. We appreciate everyone following us. Thank you.